Let us move on towards our next paragraph from Clayden book. The scent of the shower gel above. Okay, the shower gel about which we had discussed in the previous lecture. About that only the author is telling. The scent of that particular shower gel about which we had discussed. It came from a mixture of plant extracts. Okay, so they are taking a mixture of plant extract with pure compound citral. Okay, so citral is also derived from plant, but they are taking a mixture of plant extracts. Okay, and citral, and by mixing, okay, so basically what they are doing is that they are mixing plant extracts, okay, with citral. They are mixing this, okay, and the citral, okay, citral is in its pure form. Citral is also derived from plants, but it is in its pure form, okay, and plant extracts are derived from, they are not pure, they are impure form. Plant extracts means impure form of substance, okay, that is mixture of many substances. So citral is being used in pure form, citral is being used in pure form, and plant extracts are being used in impure form, okay, because they are a mixture of many compounds, okay. So it came, the scent came from a mixture of plant extracts with the pure compound citral, okay, and this citral is a mixture of two isomers. It is a mixture of citral A and citral B, okay. Citral is a mixture of two isomers called as citral A and citral B. Now I am giving you one small homework. The homework is that find out the structure of citral A, find out the structure of citral A, and find out the structure of citral B, okay, find out their structures. This is your homework, okay. After watching this lecture, find out their structures, okay. The big fragrance and flavoring companies, so there are huge companies which provide fragrance and also which provide flavoring substances, okay. So there are two major industries, one which provide fragrance means scent. What does it mean by fragrance? Fragrance means scent, okay. Fragrance means scent. And what does it mean by flavoring? Flavor means while eating whatever the taste comes, okay, the taste which one gets while eating something, okay, the taste which a person gets while eating something, that is called as flavor, that is called as flavor. So there are big fragrance and flavoring companies, okay, and the examples are given over here. Firmenich Firmenich International Flavors and Fragrances, okay, and Givaudan, okay, Givaudan. And these companies, these three companies, the examples of which have been given over here, they deal in both naturals and synthetics. What does it mean by dealing in both naturals and synthetics? So there are even natural flavors also, okay, there are natural flavors also and synthetic flavors also, okay. So there will be natural fragrance and flavors, okay, and there will be synthetic fragrances and flavors, okay. So both type of these are available. Now what are naturals? Naturals are mixtures of compounds extracted from plants. So whatever compounds are extracted from plants, those are called as naturals, okay. So extracted from plants means leaves of plant, extracted from leaves of plants, extracted from seeds of plants, extracted from flowers of plants, okay. These are naturals. And what are synthetics? Synthetics are single compounds, okay, in their pure form, single compounds in their pure form. Sometimes they are present in plant derived sources and sometimes newly designed molecules, okay. So if the synthetics means that there are two type of synthetic compounds, there are two type of synthetic compounds, synthetic flavor and fragrances, synthetic flavors and fragrances. So there are two types basically, okay, there are two types. What are those two types? The two types are that synthetic is one that is derived from plants, okay, derived from plants, then why is it being called as synthetic? Because after deriving it from plants we have purified it, okay, derived from plants and purified 100%, and purified to 100% purity. Okay. So derived from plants and purified to 100% purity is one kind of synthetic substance, and another second type of this synthetic substance is lab manufactured. Lab manufactured. Okay. Lab manufactured. Okay, so this is another type of synthetic substance. And what are natural substance? Natural substance are also derived from plants. They are also derived from plants. They are also derived from plants, but the difference is that they are not purified. Okay, not purified. They are impure. Okay, that is why they are natural, and they are not a single compound. They are not a single compound. They are a mixture of compounds, because in nature mixture of compound is present. Okay, they are a mixture of compounds because in nature mixture of compounds is present. Okay, so sometimes present in plant derived sources and sometimes in newly designed molecules, and these are mixed. These natural and synthetic compounds are mixed well with each other, and with naturals, that is the synthetic compounds are mixed with each other and with natural compounds to build up a scent. Okay, to build up a scent, two synthetic compounds are also mixed with each other. One synthetic and one natural compound might also be mixed with each other. Multiple synthetic and multiple natural compounds might also be mixed with each other to build up a scent. Okay, a typical perfume will contain 5 to 10% fragrance molecules. Now if we talk about the number of moles, okay, so a typical perfume will contain 5-10% fragrance molecules. So if there are 100 molecules, if there are 100 molecules of a perfume, okay, if there are 100 molecules of a perfume, what will happen? 5 to 10% molecules are fragrance molecules. That is, among those 100 molecules of perfume, 5 to 10 molecules are of fragrance. Okay, this much small is the quantity of fragrance. Okay, only 5 to 10 molecules are of fragrance out of 100 molecules of perfume. Okay, in an ethanol water mixture. And how are these fragrance molecules dissolved? These fragrance molecules are dissolved in an ethanol water mixture Now ethanol water mixture, ethanol, okay, ethanol is taken 90% in perfumes, and water is taken 10%. Okay, water is taken 10%, and this is the solvent. This mixture is used as a solvent. And for what purpose is this solvent used? This solvent is used for dissolving fragrance. Okay, this solvent is used for dissolving fragrance. Okay, this solvent is used for dissolving fragrance. So this is the thing. 90% ethanol, 10% water. Okay, in that solvent. So the perfumery industry needs a very large amount of ethanol. So the perfumery industry indeed needs a very large amount of ethanol, and one might also think that not much perfumery material is required. But the thing is that in an individual fragrance bottle, okay, in an individual bottle of perfume, less fragrance is required in an individual bottle. But if we talk about the entire world, okay, instead of individual bottle, if we talk about entire world, the demand is so high that huge amounts of fragrance are also required. Okay, individual bottle might require very less perfume, very less perfume, but the entire world requires a very huge amount of perfumes. Okay, because the entire world will be billions of bottles of individual perfumes, billions of bottles. So entire world will need billions of these bottles. Okay, so that is why millions and billions of these bottles. So if we talk about entire world, then the demand of this fragrance is very high. Okay, in fact, important fragrances like jasmine are produced on a greater than 10,000 tons per annum scale. Okay, 10,000 tons. What does it mean by 10,000 tons? Let us understand. Okay, 10,000 tons. 10,000 tons. What does it mean? 1 ton is 1,000 kg. Okay, just remember this. 1 ton is 10 to the power 3 kgs. If we talk about 10,000 tons, then how much is it? It is 10 to the power 4 tons. Okay. 10 to the power 4 tons imply 10 to the power 7 kgs. As simple as that. 1 ton has 10 to the power 3 kg, so 10 to the power 4 ton will have 10 to the power 7 kg. This is very unitary method, very small classes mathematics. Okay. So greater than this amount, an amount greater than this, okay, is what is the production per annum. What does it mean by per annum? It means per annum means per year. Okay. Per annum means per year. So the perfumery, in fact, important fragrances like jasmine are produced on a greater than 10,000 tons per annum scale. Such large is the production scale. Such a large is the production scale of the fragrance like jasmine. Okay. The cost of a pure perfume ingredient. Okay. So one example of perfume ingredient is cis-jasmone. Okay. And what is the structure of cis-jasmone? Cis-jasmone has the following structure. This is the structure of cis-jasmone. Remember this. This is the structure you have to remember. Okay. This is the structure of cis-jasmone. Okay. So it is given on page number 2. That's why page 2 has been written over here. Okay. No, so just ignore this particular thing. This is of no use. Okay. While watching the lecture, it is of no use. While reading the book, it is of use. Okay. So jasmine fragrance has a main ingredient. Okay, the cost of a pure perfume ingredient like cis-jasmone, the main ingredient of jasmine fragrance. Okay, so main ingredient is cis-jasmone, and its value, its cost, several hundred of its cost may be several hundred pounds, several $100 or several hundred euros per gram. Okay, per gram means 1 gram cost. Okay. So one example is that 1 gram will cost you, suppose, dollar. Okay, suppose 1 gram will cost you $1,000, suppose. Okay, or 1,000 euro, suppose. Okay, 1,000 euro. Although this symbol might not be looking like euro. Okay, I'm really sorry regarding that. Euro symbol is like this, so 10,000 euro maybe. Okay, or 1,000 euro maybe, 1,000 pounds maybe, 10,000 pounds maybe, 5,000 pounds. Okay, or in dollar or in euro. So it is a very costly material indeed. This is jasmine. Cis-jasmone has this much cost. Okay, cis-jasmone has this much cost per gram. Per gram means 1 gram material has this much cost. Okay, so this is the thing. So per gram material has this much of cost. Now one end screen will appear over here. Click on that end screen and watch from the beginning.